My name is Joe Sear Myles. I am an actor based in North London, and I'm currently playing the role of Detective Inspector Wayne Morris.
So, tell us, how is your day going on set?
It's going great. Just finishing up some close-ups, some little interactions that you wouldn't pick up on wider shots. It's going well.
Nice. How are you finding the whole experience?
Finding it very good to see the amount of equipment that we have, to see dedicated and professional people on set, and working alongside Grant as well was always a pleasure. So I'm having a good time.
What was the line that you used in the audition? What were a few of the lines?
That's actually a good question, yeah.
Yeah, because I thought he'd come up with
But he didn't have an audition.
No, I mean, I didn't have an audition, but at the same time, there were key things in the script that I thought, oh, that would be good. So the bit where Grant asks me for a cigarette, and I say, I don't permit scum like you to smoke in here. And I like that because it shows the whole dynamic of the power play between the two characters, and that's what drew me to the project.
Can you say that in Scottish for our viewers?
I can try and say it in Scottish, but I was trying to remember what I could say, but no.
Where did the Scottish accent come from?
Yeah, where did
That
that
was real
idea come
surprise.
from?
I just wanted to, I'm trying not to talk in Scottish now. I wanted to do something different, and I hadn't done an accent before, and shortly after I was confirmed for this project, I had another project lined up, and I thought, well, why don't I make it as varied and different as I can, seeing as though I've not done a project and then another one back to back in pretty much the same week. So I just wanted to push my performance as much as I could, and I thought it contributed towards the character in a way.
Did you find it difficult?
I did find it difficult at first, but I isolated certain sounds, and I just watched a lot of the different, like even just commentary over documentaries and stuff like that, and interviews and stuff with other actors like James McAvoy. I'm a big stand-up comedy fan of like Billy Connolly, so that was big. But it was mainly just making sure that I got the sounds right. That was the big thing.
Talk about Chicha. What do you think about the location? What does it feel like being back here?
I think it's a great location to come back to. I did my BTEC here, and it kind of started everything off really. I started taking acting quite seriously when I came here, and it's always good to come back and see everybody and feel the space again. It's really important to me as an actor to know where I came from, and I think this is a massive part of that.
Do you enjoy working with the crew, with Jack and MMM?
Yeah, of course. I try and make sure that everyone has a good time on set. You know, everyone has a laugh, but we take the work seriously when we can. But yeah, I'd say it's going pretty well. I'd have to ask Jack, but
I think it's going well. Would you ever want to collaborate with anyone in the future?
of course. If I can just keep acting, keep doing what I'm doing, I don't see any reason why not to.
Do you ever write or create yourself something to be, I mean, you told me before that you do plays, right? That you're a playwright.
Yeah, so I did a script writing module when I was at university, and I wrote a play there that was about 80 pages long or something like that. But that was something that I could adapt from theatre into film if I really wanted to. And I've got a few different ideas knocking around in my head, but I want to make sure that I can still do the acting as well as do the writing. I mean, a lot of actors, what they do is when they're typecast or they're not getting the roles that they think that they want or deserve, they write themselves out of it. Like Ricky Gervais did that with Extras and The Office and stuff, and I think that he's a big inspiration for that. So as long as I can keep writing and keep making my own stuff, it keeps me entertained. I think the most important thing is that you're multidisciplinary, because even when you're acting on set, there's a lot of times where you're left to your own devices. You can read a book or you can do whatever, but to have the time in between takes to be able to do some writing or something, or read a book or watch a film, those are all really important.
Could you talk to us about the funding? Did you ever work on a project that was crowdfunded before?
No, I've never worked on a project like this before, no, and I think it's really important to have that crowdfunding there, because it means that people that are transitioning from education into the professional sphere can do that. And I think it's really important, because otherwise you become demotivated when you can't get the funding behind it, or there's certain equipment that you can't get, and I think that opens up the door for a lot more possibilities.
Is this your first filming project, or is this one of a few that you've done?
The first independent short film that I've done. Yeah, I mean, I've done a few other things, but that's mainly been student films as well. I mean, I did one professional short film, and that was quite a small role. But apart from that, this is the first one that's independently funded. Please donate some money to our independent short film PsychoPath. I play Detective Inspector Wayne Morris, and I hope you enjoy the film. Thank you very much.